Everybody, welcome back to the channel. So today is model meeting day. We're going to hit the model meeting and then we're going to hit a hobby shop. I'm going to show you that after too. So this is the Classic Plastic monthly meeting in Drake, Massachusetts. Let's go inside and see some of the stuff that's on the tables and see a little bit of the behind the scenes inner workings of Model Club. We'll be right back. Hey guys, here's the raffle pile. So we sell raffle tickets every month, and you get to pick kits from this pile of stuff. We also have a little show and tell segment of built models, and then the winner of that each month gets to pick a kit from this stack. So that's pretty cool. These are kits that are supplied by the club and also donation. So
that's a Mustang.
Lots of cool stuff there.
I remember these kits when I was a kid.
Lots of cool stuff.
What'd you bring?
I saw you bring a on it, you know?
It's 85 volts.
The mold is nice on it.
Oh, I think we got one on the table. You already got one over there. This is the one I just brought.
There you have that.
Yeah, we got that one.
And that was good. I enjoyed it. I think we had a good
I
time.
talked to the guys at Atlantis and they could possibly come up to our show this year.
Yeah, I was standing there. Yeah, that would be great. That would be great. Yeah, yeah. They're coming out with some really cool stuff.
Yeah.
It's nice talking to them.
Yeah, nice guys. I was surprised Mobius wasn't there.
Yeah, they were the only kit manufacturer that weren't there, right?
Yeah. Ravel had some cool stuff coming out, so it was good. Yeah, it was a good show. I'm already looking forward to next year. And thanks to Heather for letting us steal her car for the weekend. Me, Pat, and Jason drove down in Heather's car, so it went.
Awesome. I had the whole back seat to myself. It
Yeah,
was great.
yeah. I haven't heard him snoring a couple times, even though he's not gonna admit it.
And I can honestly say the only person worth following from the hotel to actually the show was him.
Yeah.
Everybody else was going, what the hell, where do we go?
Oh, I've known it before. I'm the one who was driving, I knew how to go, that's why. I'd done that before, instead of going on the highway and all that crap and getting lost, I had gone the back way. It's literally 5 minutes away, which is nice. That's why I like that hotel, because it's not far to go. We did get a little lost coming out though, but that's all right, we found it.
That's because we were following the game.
Yeah, so. Yeah, the hotel was good, we had no issues, I mean.
It was stretched out like huge. You had to walk and walk.
Yeah.
Before you got there.
Yeah, me and Jason, I think we were at the very end of the building, weren't we at the very end?
Very end.
Yeah, very end of the building, last room on the left, like a horror story. The last house on the left, yeah, we were the last room on the left, so.
That's a classic.
It wasn't bad though. And the breakfast was good. You know, continental breakfast.
Yeah. Me and Jason, we were lucky to stand there and have a conversation with Doug White and a couple of guys that are associated with GSL, and they were talking about the Model Car Hall of Fame, and they're talking about moving it, and I guess one of the big issues with the models is a lot of them are there on loan, maybe permanent loan, but they can't really be not displayed. The stipulation is we'll let you have them, but they have to be displayed, they can't be boxed up. So they're trying to find a place, because now if you want to go to the Hall of Fame when you're down there, you have to call, you have to make an appointment, somebody's going to let you in. So they're trying to get it so that a regular museum will take it and put like a wing, which I think would be more foot track. I think it'd be great for the hobby. People would see some of the visionaries that came up and the stuff they did.
Did they talk to the
All right, so this is our toy drive. I'm not sure if I caught it in the business of the club or not, but we try to collect about $2,300 each year for Toys for Tots, and so far we're up to about $1,200, so that's pretty good. We do that every year. So that's really cool. Very cool model. Makes me want to. I just picked up one of these, but the street rod version. So I kind of want to. Now I kind of want to go home and build that. Super nice. And then next, this thing is just as cool as it gets.
Maybe we can stop somewhere.
So, 1955 Chrysler 300 looks a little different, huh? So that's the material that was cut out of that body. So that car started out like that, and now looks like that. That is just awesome. The camera is a little shaky, guys. I apologize. I'm kind of winging this. So there's that. Just a beautiful build. And here's an in progress. Our club is doing a Lamborghini Club Challenge for the show in October. And this is one of the kits that will be there. Like I said, in progress.
I tried buying one of those at the In-N-Out.
Check out that engine detail. Absolutely awesome. The paint is fantastic.
And it was the original box art too. I don't think I'll ever see
Another beautiful build.
That's okay.
Hey, wait.
You guys know whose these belong to.
Oh, yeah, they can't take it. Be allergic to those.
So, the gentleman that built this is his first meeting. He's a new member. Was a little hesitant to put it on the table, but I think he did fantastic with it. And then, of course, another in-progress build from the infamous Tim Ryan. Okay. So yeah, that's a small look at what's on the table today. All right, we had somebody bring some stuff in late. You probably recognize these builds. These are Marcos from Tatunga Customs. Very cool stuff. Very, very cool stuff. That's something in progress. Absolutely amazing. Look at the detail in that. That is just crazy.
And the guy has the ball.
So this is what Heather does for the Model Club meeting. She works on her D&D stuff. She has fun. What are you up to, honey? What are we doing?
I'm currently trying to figure out where I'm going to kill your characters.
Oh, good. Fantastic. All right, guys. So let's go find something else to look at.
You're gonna.
All right, guys. Here comes the raffle portion.
First number, 3217.
Holy moly, that's me. Hold that.
Jason's paid me for the whole year.
I do it to tell people, you know, I don't need it. Five, water, and Julie's.
That wasn't supposed to be mine. It's always the Try again.
Thanks, sir.
It's his fault, because he didn't check him.
How much more do you want me to shake him?
Shake them until it's one big piece of
That's
paper.
okay. Your good luck worked on the tickets, honey.
See, you gotta throw them on the floor.
Just shake it until it's one big piece of paper. Eyes are hurting from that comment.
3159.
Oh, that's way off. Damn it, I need a lot more.
Thanks, Marco. Yeah, just tell Pat what you think.
No, you're fine.
Oh, pick the tractor. You know you want the tractor. You live in Vermont, you need a tractor. We need a lot more than that up there. Put Elliott Racing on it.
Take the Lambo.
Take the Volvo.
Actually, I did buy a Volvo the other day for moto, it's gonna be yellow and brown.
See, the
Joe
bride
Fallon, you
board.
got it.
The bride board.
Mr. Jeff Elliott, ladies and
Hey, you
gentlemen.
switched tickets with me, did you, Eddie?
No.
I saw him.
Decided that I'd try to change it into something that maybe Virgil Exner, who was actually the design guy at Chrysler, started doing in '55. He did something called the forward look, and all the cars after that, up until pretty much the early '60s, were all designs that he had a finger in, or actually were his. All the fins, all the low-down stuff, but I thought that if he had tried to beat Ford to the punch with the Thunderbird, it would have been kind of interesting. So I tried doing this to make it seem like the Thunderbird came out in '55. And if you look at a Thunderbird compared to the '55 Ford, it's similar, but it's shorter. So I sectioned it to make it lower, and then it's considerably shorter because it was a two-seater. So I chopped. It's probably about 3 feet out of the in different places, and I actually did my version of a Photoshop. I just took something, decided what I was going to do, and scaled it off of that, and actually it worked pretty well. I was pleasantly surprised that it did. All the parts that came out of it, all the ugly, I got rid of that and I made it pretty. So when I was putting it together, I used model aircraft really fine weave fiberglass that I put on the inside, and either used epoxy or super glue on the inside of the panels, and it's actually pretty tough stuff. Worked really well, but I had to do an awful lot of cutting and shaving. I mean, you can see that the original body is considerably bigger. So that's what it started out as. But it's basically done like what they had in '55 for the full-size one. The same interior colors, the engine color, and all that kind of stuff. And I just, shaved it all down. But it took me a long time to do it because I had a really tough time with the paint. For some reason, and I'm not really sure whether it was the plastic or it was me using, different kinds of glues and stuff on it, but I ended up with, crazy paint problems, and that's the third time I painted it.
I think it's the Mobius kits, cause every Mobius kit I've built, I've had nothing but headaches with painting it.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I'm building the same one by the stock car version. I've already primed it and sanded it twice. And
you having
the
trouble?
primer either fish eyes,
Well,
or if it's, or the motor lines come back up through.
I was getting bubbles,
Yeah,
and it was bubbling on the seams where I cut the stuff and glued it back together again, but it's almost like you're saying, like it was coming out of the plastic.
yeah.
And it's
something in the plastic.
It's something in the
I
Mobius
honestly
plastic.
think it is. It's weird.
Yeah.
And it's nice plastic. I mean, it works nice.
Yeah.
It cuts nice. It glues nice. But for some reason, and I had, and it doesn't happen until after you got it done. I had
Right.
it done, and all of a sudden it's like,
Yeah.
whoa, where'd that come from?
Yeah, I had the roof on mine all painted nice and white and everything.
Yeah.
And then I looked up and there's these two mold lines that you could barely feel them when the kit was new.
Yeah.
But after I sanded them down and I primed it and I painted it, now they stuck up like a ridge. You could feel them. It was crazy.
Really wild stuff. But anyway, it's Bob's paint, Snow White Pearl, it's beautiful paint, but it's kind of, the consistency is kind of thick. I was surprised. I really had to mix it a lot to keep it from gumming up the gun
Yeah.
when I was shooting it. And then I hit it with, it's the new version of the floor care shit. What the hell's
Oh
it?
yeah.
But it,
Pledge, whatever.
but
Yeah.
that's like 4 coats of it
Yeah.
on top of that. And don't look close because there's a lot of little,
Yeah. Looks awesome though.
Skunk
I told you,
and stuff.
it reminds me of an old BMW.
right.
That old BMW, like the 190s,
No,
the
the
190 series.
Mercedes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mercedes, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it does, it
Yeah.
does.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
But I was, I couldn't really detail the bottom that much, but I mean, I had moved the gas tank. The gas tank actually sits sideways from where it used to be. Chopped down the exhaust. The steering you can pose it, but I didn't bother really making it really work. So, it's kinda scary,
Yeah. Come on, great.
but I'm happy with it, I
Yeah.
really am. And I got, that one first up in Sanford,
Yeah.
which I was pretty happy with, and I had a lot of people down at NNL asking about it, so.
Yeah, nice job.
Thanks.
That's right. Building this Land Rover. Heather bought one at our show. She liked it. There's a place near her house that works on them. She likes them, so she bought the kit. And so Jason's building one, and he did one of his videos, and he asked me to join in, and I had the kit, so I started building it. They've both been super busy, so I'm a little more ahead than they are in it. All it's done is the chassis done. I weathered it, just flat black, and then I dry brush it silver. And then I have some rust wash, and I just douse it on everything, and that's the effect that you get, which I think looks all right. The motor's simple, there's not much to it. The seats, again, is that scrapbooking tape I like to use. Because the interior I thought was kind of plain. So the scrapbooking tape is fairly easy to use. But this is a pattern. You just, when you fold it here, you make sure it folds near on the other side. And then when you put the back piece on, you want to make sure the stripes line up so it all fits. But it goes down good, and once it's on, I just rub it down really good, and then I use a flat clear over it, or a semi-gloss clear, and that seems to hold it on, and it never seems to come off, so it works out pretty good. The body, this is an actual Land Rover color, it's Gravity Colors, and then it's Ford Wimbledon white for all the white stuff. I used Splash 2K clear, but it was matte finish. So I thought it was going to be flat black, like a flat, and that's how it came out. So it's like almost like a semi-gloss, which is good because I like that better than how the flat was going to look. So I don't have a whole lot left to do. I got to put there's 2 more little jump seats that go sideways in the back. I got to put those on still, and then basically just the body's got to go on it, and that's it. And it'll be done. So
What color is that body?
it's a Land Rover color. I don't know what color it's called. I forget. I'll know next meeting when it's done. I'll bring the bottle of the paint, but I don't know. I haven't been using Gravity Colors. I've been using Splash. I've been using MCW and Scale Finishes, and I've had great luck with all of them. The last 2 models I've used the splash paints and stuff I have, and it crazes, even with a light mist coat. I don't know what the deal is with the paint, so I'm probably not going to use any more of that. I'll just stick to the ones that have worked good.
What do
So
you cut it with?
I just put a little leveling thinner in it. That's it.
So it must be just really hot by itself.
It's it's a very, very hot paint. Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, you gotta wait a certain time, certain price. It's kind of pain in the ass to use, but that's it. So that's all I got. So everybody, thanks for coming.
Nice.
It was a good meeting again. Thank you to everybody who brought stuff for show and tell. You all know how I love show and tell. It's one of my favorite things. Eddie, thanks for bringing something old. Like I said, we got a lot of new members who haven't seen some of the great models you built. So thank you for bringing them.
And as soon as how